Let me tell you, the disrespect that has gone on for Joel Embiid has reached an all-time high. So Bleacher Report comes out with their rankings of like the top 100 players. He's ranked 66th. The Ringer comes out with theirs, and he's ranked 84th. What are you drinking? You're going to sit here and tell me there's 84 players better than Joel Embiid. There's 66 players better than Joel Embiid. Now, obviously, as you see, like I'm a Philadelphia sports fan. I'm a season ticket holder of the Sixers. Am I a little biased? Yes. Joel Embiid is the most talented player that I have ever seen in my lifetime wear a Sixers uniform. But he's not just that. He might be the most talented player to ever play the game of basketball. And I know that people are going to go, oh my God, what a scorching hot take. Grab your SPF 100. What I mean by that is not that he's like Michael Jordan, Kobe, LeBron, all that. What I mean is talent level. He is 7'2". He moves like a guard. Defensively, he is an absolute stud. He's the closest thing we've gotten to Hakeem Olajuwon since Hakeem. I do not understand the level of disrespect for this man. He is a 7'2" fucking unicorn. A unicorn. He is a once-in-a-lifetime player that does not come around often. I mean, think about, like, the bigs in the NBA that you look at and you go, like, these are the guys, right? Jokic. Jokic doesn't play defense. Jokic is unbelievably offensive. Offensively unbelievable. There we go. See? All right. Hit thumbs down for that. Offensively, he is a stud. His vision on the court, his passing ability, all of that. When Joel Embiid plays Jokic, he gets cooked. There is a smell of burnt Serbian in the arena when these two match up against each other. Because Joel Embiid is better defensively. He's a better all-around player. Giannis, same thing. Like, okay, Anthony Davis. Offensively, Anthony Davis isn't even close to Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid is out here dropping 50 with one knee and a pinch of palsy. And Bleacher Report and The Ringer rank him bottom 50 of the NBA. Like, what the hell is going on? I understand that for the past year and a half, basically, Joel Embiid has been an afterthought. There was a recent, and this whole video has spurned on because there was an article written by ESPN, by a writer from ESPN, whose name I will absolutely butcher. I'm not even going to try it. It would be disrespectful. And it's really, really, really good. Like, it's worth reading. I think it does a really good job of reminding people how good Joel Embiid is, but also looking into the mental aspects of what makes Joel Embiid tick. It is long, though. I mean, this thing took me like an hour to get through, but it's worth reading. And I think Sixers fans, well, Philadelphia sports fans as a whole, I've always called it like the rollercoaster effect. Ryan Howard is a prime example of the rollercoaster effect. Ryan Howard comes to Philadelphia, lights the world on fire. Rookie of the year, next year, 58 bombs, MVP. Woo, roller coaster's going up. And then he gets paid. Now he's making $20-25 million a year. And all of a sudden, they've only won one World Series. And now people are nitpicking. And now people are looking at his defense. And now people are looking at the strikeouts. And who's getting blamed? Ryan Howard. The same people that are cheering Ryan Howard 2 years ago and arguing with their buddies in the bar about how good Ryan Howard is, now those same people have become detractors because he's striking out. It's the roller coaster effect. And Joel Embiid has experienced it, where Joel Embiid went from the bee's knees, and then all of a sudden Sixers fans started turning on him. Started turning on him because he's lazy, he's never healthy, he's got a bad attitude, he's moping and all that shit. It's absurd. And I think this article does a really good job of pointing out what he has dealt with. Now, look, he is a millionaire through and through. His grandkids won't have to do anything if they don't want to. But when you look at this guy's career, he's 7'2" and he's had 5 facial injuries. Like, that's insane to think about. 5 facial injuries. I mentioned it. Bell's palsy? Who the hell gets Bell's palsy in the NBA playoffs? That's the problem with Joel Embiid is it's not staying healthy. He's been able to stay healthy. His MVP year, he stayed healthy. It's staying healthy to the second round because one of those fractures came at the hands of Pascal Siakam in a closeout game where Embiid shouldn't have even been on the court, but he was. And what happened? Elbow to the face, boom, broken face. Next thing you know, they end up blowing a game, a series to Boston in the next round. I understand the Sixers' frustration with Joel Embiid and Sixers fans' frustration because you see the talent and you know it's there. What I don't appreciate as a fan and a staunch defender of Joel Embiid, and I will always defend that king at all costs, is people fail to realize how frustrating it must be to be that man and to constantly deal with these injuries. And it's like what can go wrong will go wrong. And I think as Philadelphia sports fans, we as a whole should understand that more than anybody. I was recently talking to somebody that we have been preconditioned since birth to do what anything can go wrong, right? And what could go wrong will go wrong. It's why you had people being baby back bitches during the Super Bowl. The team is a unit. Like, the team is unstoppable. They're dummying teams. And yet you had people still sitting there when they're up by like 24 points at halftime going, well, we can't say it. We can't say, don't say that. Anything can happen. Because at Philadelphia, we're preconditioned to wait for that other shoe to drop. Joel Embiid has been living with it. We're just fans of it. He's living with it. He's living with the surgeries. He's living with the rehab. This article does a really good job of pointing out just how difficult it has been for him to get on the court. And that's why I've never understood the Joel Embiid is lazy. Like, Joel Embiid has given his body to this city. Joel Embiid has fought through a lot of shit to get on the court for me, for you, for his teammates. Like, I get it that he's paid, but like, he could easily Andrew Bynum the situation. And he doesn't. He tries to get back. The problem with Joel Embiid, and the article addresses a little bit, for me at least, is the fact that he got injured against Golden State, and the article points this out. He was having his best career year. This is a year after he wins MVP. He is setting new career highs. It's like the guy continues to get better. He's averaging 35 points. A 30-piece was regular for Joel Embiid. And then what happens? Somebody falls on his knee, torn meniscus, and next thing you know, he's limping into the playoffs on one knee. And then he gets Bell's palsy, by the way. So he goes from that. He's not really not able to rehab it fully because then he has to go into the Olympics. And then he comes into this past season, and he's still not really healthy, and we all see what happens. I think that Joel Embiid gets a lot of guff from Sixers fans because of the fact that he is never healthy. The reality is, though, that you take any team in the NBA's best player off that team, they're not winning shit. They're not. Like, take Jason Tatum off the Celtics. They're not winning. Take Halliburton off Indiana. Take Steph off Golden State. Take Giannis off the Bucks. The list goes on and on. You can have great Robins. You need a Batman. The Sixers have their Batman. And not only do the Sixers have their Batman, the Sixers have, when he is on, and if he's healthy, he's on, one of, if not the best players in the NBA. I'll say he's the best player in the NBA. I'm biased. I know people will probably come at my throat for that, but like, you can't, you comparing Shea to Joel Embiid is ridiculous because it's guard and a center, but like, what Joel Embiid is able to do on a court is second to none. Nobody in the NBA can do what he does. And I think people have forgotten that. And that's what blows my mind. Like, people have truly forgotten how good this guy is. Maybe I've drank the Kool-Aid. Like, I'm way more optimistic about the upcoming Sixers season than a lot of people because I look at it like if Joel Embiid is healthy, and I'm Billy Mumphrey from Seinfeld. I'm Billy Mumphrey. I'm a cockeyed optimist. I'm expecting him to be healthy. I am Charlie Brown with the football. Like, I'm running, and I'm just ready for Lucy to pull it away, and I'm fine with that. But if Joel Embiid is healthy, it really doesn't matter about Paul George. Like, Paul George is given a lot of money, but Joel Embiid, Maxey, Jared McCain coming back healthy, VJ Edgecombe coming in, being a spark plug off the bench, doing whatever needs to be done, learning from Nick Nurse, getting developed by Nick Nurse. Like, I think this team is really, really good. But it all depends on the health of Joel Embiid, and I think everybody knows that. But to disrespect this man by putting him 64th and 88th and whatever is absurd to me. When you're listing players like Desmond Bane ahead of Joel Embiid, I don't care about the injury. That's a joke. That is an absolute joke. And I'm telling you right now, everybody that hates Joel Embiid, and I know that there's a lot of people because basically the only people that like Joel Embiid are Sixers fans, but everybody that hates Joel Embiid is going to, in 10 years, when this guy's not here anymore, when he's retired, in 15 years, they're going to sit back and they're going to discuss Joel Embiid. And they're going to be like, shit, man. that dude was nice. That dude was cold. Like he was the guy. People don't talk about Joel Embiid like that. No, it's LeBron, it's Giannis, it's Steph. Throw Joel Embiid in there. Like I feel like he's gonna be the forgotten superstar because of the injuries, because of what has been taken from him, because he is 7'2", and because of the fact that he moves like a guard, and 7'2" guys shouldn't move like a guard, but he does. The fact that he's able to do things on the court that centers don't do. You know, people are going to bring up Jokic because Jokic is constantly healthy, but Jokic doesn't move like Embiid. And I think people are going to appreciate this guy when he's gone, and I'm just here to tell you, appreciate him now. Appreciate especially Sixers fans. Like, I don't understand the hate from Sixers fans at all. I had a comment when I worked in sports media, when I worked in sports radio, and this was before his MVP year. And I said, look, if you think the window's closed on Joel Embiid, then you need to trade him because his value right now is at an all-time high. No, it was after the Boston series. But it was after the MVP year, and I said, look, his value is at an all-time high. You got to trade him if you think the window's closed. Because then what are we doing? I'm glad they haven't because I get to watch greatness. But I think this past year and a half has really made fans completely forget. It's a combination of the Olympics, where for whatever reason he was getting hated on for representing Team USA. It's like, wait, aren't you from America and you're from America, but you're mad that one of the best players in the NBA is joining Team USA? He got shit on for joining Team USA, didn't play all that great, played here and there sparingly, but he wasn't Joel Embiid. And then he goes in the playoffs and he's clearly not himself. The moping thing, like, you deal with the shit he's dealt with. I'm sorry, it's tough to have a smile constantly on your face. I don't blame him for that. There's a human element to this. There's a human element to a guy that has dealt with grief in his life, like big-time grief in his life. I know we all have shit going on, but Joel Embiid has dealt with some serious, serious shit on top of the fact that his career has been hampered by serious injuries. And yet, he still continues to work to get back on the court, and when he is on the court, he dominates. He lights it up. He shows out. You have never... whoever watching this, right? All 12 people that'll watch this, you've never seen a player like Joel Embiid. Ever seen a player like Joel Embiid. And you can sit there and you can think and you can write, and maybe you'll convince yourself that you've seen a player. You haven't. You haven't seen a 7'2" guy who can play on both ends of the court, who can literally pick up moves, watch a Dirk. Oh, Dirk's doing this? Yeah, I'll do it. And pick it up. Oh, Hakeem in the Dream Shake? I'll do that. Like, this dude is special. He needs to be appreciated before it is too late. I hate the term giving guys their flowers. Like, I loathe that term, but for lack of a better term, you got to give Joel Embiid his flowers. Joel Embiid, I feel like, is about to go on a revenge tour and remind the entire NBA and shut Bill Simmons the fuck up and remind everybody who the fuck he is. Because Joel Embiid is that dude. Sixers fans should appreciate him. And the article from ESPN, I think, does a really, really good job of that. It's got me fired up. It's like 2 a.m. here in Roxborough, and I'm like shot out of a cannon, ready to just fight for my Cameroonian king. But again, like, I'm a little biased, just a little bit. All right, what do you think happens with the Sixers? And I don't blame you if you say, like, oh, well, they're going to get bounced in the second round because it just seems to happen every year. And where would you rank Joel Embiid? That's a better question. Where would you rank Joel Embiid in terms of current NBA players? Because I could not believe when I'm looking at these lists and going, like, where the fuck is Joel Embiid? And he's just not there because he had a season hampered by injuries? Huh. Y'all forgot, but you're about to be reminded.